Right, what's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and today we are back with another video. And today we're gonna be, I'm gonna be doing my own opinion on every location on in the tier list. This is my own opinion on it. So make sure you subscribe, drop a like on the video, and yeah. Okay, so I think we've got every single named location on this. So there's none other odd name places on this one I found, but it's pretty much all the named locations. So I've got here best drop. I've got best drop here, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, F tier, and also who even cared about this. But anyways, let's start this. So the first location we're gonna look at Anarchy Acres. So Anarchy Acres, I mean, again, I'm not an OG at Fortnite, but what I based off of, I think Anarchy Acres was that location that it was a copy of Fatal Fields, and just say it wasn't really the best location. I mean, it was alright. It was okay, I believe, in my opinion, but I just don't. I just think it wasn't. I don't think it was good as Fatal Fields because obviously, just a copy of it. I'm going to put this. I'm gonna put this here. I mean, it was alright. It was okay, but just didn't really. I just don't really love it, to be honest. Didn't love it. Alright, next one is Catty Corner. Now this is a hard one because if you remember in Chapter 2, Season 3, it was like the hot drop for where from where it used to be hot drop in Chapter 2, Season 3, obviously because everyone wanted kids charged shotgun. I mean, it's still in the game now, but I mean, no one drops there. I have a hard choice where to put this. Like, if I was talking when it first came, A tier, I will do want to go B tier as of now. I'm gonna put Catty Corner for now in B tier. It's alright. It's okay. I just think that if originally I would definitely put it A tier, but I'm gonna go A tier because but we might be lower A tier. If it before I'd say top A tier, but now I'd say like actually I'll keep B. The next one is Craggy Cliffs. Now Craggy, I think it's a alright location. I mean, it's got some okay loot. I'd say it's an average location. I mean, it's got decent loot. You got a few slip barrels here and there around. You got a couple of NPCs there. You can go around there. I'd say overall Craggy. It's definitely not top tier, but I'd still say it's good. I'm gonna put it in B tier. So okay, it's just an average, in my opinion. So I'm gonna put it B tier. I think that's what it deserves. Alright, next one, Dirty Docks. Now, this is a hard choice. I want to put this one. I mean, Dirty Docks is something I don't really usually land now. I mean, yes, it's got really good loot, but nobody really drops here. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in B tier. Probably the lower of the B tier so far. I don't mind it, but it's just the reason why I lower B tier. I think I'll put it lower B tiers because I mean no one really drops. I mean I like it myself, but so I think it's the same with some of the other locations. I find like it's got good loot, but far out of the way. Right, next one, Dusty Depot. Wow. Okay. I know a lot of people used to love Dusty Depot. Personally, I mean, it was okay myself, but I don't think it deserves B tier, so I'm gonna put it C tier. It's okay, but just the loot, man, wasn't great. But both points of location, if it was, say, for example, if bad loot was far away, it would be like D tier or F tier. But because it was obviously, even though it had bad loot, but it was central, I put it C tier. Alright, now Dusty Divot. Now this one, I used to love this location. It was like Dusty Depot and Divot together. I actually enjoyed this POI. Like, remember, you got lots of trees. You had mushrooms. It had pretty decent loot. Alright, I think Dusty Divot. I don't want to say it's best shot for me. It's gonna go A tier. I just loved Dusty Divot. So I just miss it. Yeah, good loot again. Loads of trees, mushrooms. It was a pretty solid location. It's actually a pretty good one. So yeah, it's going in A tier for me. All right, Fatal Fields. Right, this is gonna be a. Now this one I actually liked Fatal Fields. It was alright. Like I'd say like yeah, decent loot. It was decent loot. It was alright loot, and it was also remember close to Salty Springs. You get some average loot, and also wasn't too far out of the way, and you could just rotate on Salty Springs after. Personally, I don't think. Well, Fatal Fields, I definitely want it's there. I'd say it's a good location. I'm going to put it in the B tier, overhead of the Cliffs, but I wouldn't say it's hard like Catty Corner. Yeah, no, it was alright. It was like a nice location. Okay, Flush Factory. Now this is a hard one. I don't know. Obviously, Flush Factory back in the game now, but if you remember Flush Factory, the location really sucked. Like the area itself, it was okay, but remember Flush Factory, it was so far out the way. It'd hardly ever be in the circle. You'd usually get those like northern circles and just have to run so far when you go to Flush Factory. I'm gonna have to say this is the first location. I mean, if it was central enough, it'd be C tier. I'm gonna put a bottom C tier. Almost want to put it D tier, but want to put it C tier. Bottom, like very bottom tier. I mean C tier. Okay, Frenzy Farm. This is like obviously the fatal, like the bigger version of Fatal Fields. I actually did like Frenzy Farm. I mean, you remember that big house? You just if you're somebody who liked to get materials, you just break all the props and you get 999 wood. It had pretty good loot. Also had pretty good location as well. I used to enjoy dropping out a lot in squads with my friends. I mean, if you want, you can always go back on some of my live streams from Chapter 2, Season 1, Chapter 2, Season 2, and you might remember I used to drop Frenzy a bit sometimes. I think Frenzy Farm, I'm going to say it goes in A tier, but I don't want to say it's better than Dusty Divot. Like, A tier I think is going to be my, it's going to be my opinion on Frenzy Farm. Okay, next location. Frosty Flights. Now again, the location had pretty good loot. I'll give it that. But again, with Flush Factory, the location did really suck. I mean, you had vehicles there. It was alright, but just I just don't remember a lot of nostalgia for Frosty Flights. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Like I'd probably put it. Probably just gonna put only about B tier, like low B tier. I was gonna put it about top tier, but low B tier. I've probably put it just behind Dirty Docks. Again, get good loot, but again far out the way. So bottom B tier. Now Gotham City. Now I have a lot of love for Frosty Flights. It's I'm not Frosty Flights. I'm in Gotham City. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up with two locations. I'm in Gotham City, not Frosty Flights. What you're talking about. So I think Gotham City. This was a really cool location. It was like the Batman City place. You had glider thingy. I actually really enjoyed that location. I don't think it's best drop, but I'm going to put it in A tier. It's just a really good area, to be honest, in my opinion. Now Greasy Grove. Now this location, it was a nice location. Remember, it had decent loot. It was okay. It was like a nice location. You could probably go with your squad and get some okay loot there. Definitely wasn't the best location, obviously, but I'd say it was still good. I'm going to put this. I want to put A tier, but then remember we had the taco time, so I'm going to put it B tier. So yeah, I would have put it A tier if we never had the taco time, but then when it came back out of taco time, I'm going to put it down in B tier. I probably put it in Catty and Fatal Fields. I liked Greasy Grove. It was a nice location, but I don't think it was one of the best. Now, Happy Hamlet. Now, let's see what we think about this one. Now the place again. I'm gonna give it. Has really good loot. I actually enjoyed Happy Hamlet. I actually liked Happy Hamlet. Like I just get good loot. But I mean, you sort of know and drop there. I mean, it was nice if you're someone who wasn't the best of the game, do a Happy Hamlet, get decent loot, but it was kind of out the way. It was a bit out of the way, but you had some really good loot. So I'm going to put this. I'm going to press an A tier. I mean, since I had good loot, I'm going to put it a little bit over Frenzy Farm, but I'm going to probably just find us too. You also have you'd get a lot of mats for the buildings, so have decent mats. So there's that barrier. So probably Hamlet. Yeah. If it was central, it'd be getting better drop. But obviously when it was far away, I makes me want to put it down a bit later. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Okay, Haunted Hills. I don't even know where to put this one. I didn't personally. I personally didn't really like Haunted Hills that much. I mean, it was okay-ish. I mean, the problem is that it's so far out the way, and you do it again. I think I just remember a few times when you dropped Haunted Hills, and the zone was all the way maybe like by Paradise or something. I'd be running so far to the zone. I'm gonna put Haunted Hills, I think, D tier. Yeah, it just wasn't really good location. Didn't have the best loot, and it was also very far out the way. Now, Holly Hedges. Now, I don't know where to put this one because I actually don't really like Holly Hedges as a place that, you know, sometimes whenever I go there, I don't even get shield. And I just never even... I just don't know why, but I've never liked Holly Hedges. And I'm going to put it in... I want to put F tier, but I want to put a D tier. I put it just slightly over Haunted Hills. It's going D tier for me. Just never really liked Holly Hedges. I just didn't get the best... Just didn't really have the best loot. Just never really had the best loot. And sometimes when I land, I didn't even get shield. Man. Don't really like Holly Hedges. But... I just put it slightly over Haunted Hills. Now, alright, Drunk Junction. Man, again, another location so far out the way. Now, I want to say Drunk Junction is slightly better than Haunted Hills. Because, I mean, it had some metal there you could get. I'm going to put this in the bottom C tier. I'd probably, not bottom C tier, I'm going to probably put this... I'm going to put it slightly over for structure. It's going to go C tier. Definitely not the best location by far. It's definitely wasn't a great location. But I didn't hate it. Because, I mean, it was alright with mats. And I'd say it's better than it was. It's going to go C tier. But, actually, yeah, bottom C tier. So, yeah. Now, the next location. We got Lazy Lagoon. I literally hated that location so much. I mean, just never had good loot. I mean, I had okay loot, but I just hated the design. I'm gonna have to put this in F tier. I just never liked Lazy Lagoon at all. There was just something about it that I never really liked dropping there. And I hardly ever wanted to drop there. Man, F tier. I'm afraid for Lazy Lagoon. Okay, Lazy Lake. Now, this is definitely, let's think about it. So, it's a pretty good location. I mean, the layout's actually really nice. I like the location. I mean, it can be very, very sweaty as well. But, I'm going to give it an A tier. I'm going to put, I don't want to put it top A tier. I'm going to, put it, I'm going to put it, like, in between Dusty Divot and Happy Hamlet, I'd say. I mean, actually, I'm going to put it just a slightly above Dusty. It was a good location. Not nice loot. Had a good loot. I just think there might be some slightly better spots. Okay, Lazy Links. Now, this is a hard one. I liked Lazy Links. I think it was a nice, cool location. The loot though wasn't overly fantastic, but you know, it was an alright location. I'm going to put this in the B tier. I'd probably just put it just behind. I put it between Greasy Green Fate Fields. It was a nice location. It was alright. It was good, but man, the loot and players going there was a bit kind of stuck. Like the loot wasn't really great, and a lot of players weren't there. But still, overall, I liked it a bit. I'm going to put it B tier between Greasy Green Fate Fields. Okay, Leaky Lake. It was that the Loot Lake place that then had the floating island in the middle. I mean, it was a cool location. It was nice for rotating around. And that definitely did change the feel of Loot Lake from Season 6. I'm going to put this in... I'm going to put it A tier. I'm going to, like, I do remember it a bit. It was a nice location. Okay, Lonely Lodge. Now, man, I think I know what it was. I actually liked Lonely Lodge myself. Like, I mean, yeah, lots of trees. There was a few trees. There was some trees on, so you can get 9 wood. Yeah, do okay. It had some pretty okay loot. Definitely wasn't terrible, but definitely wasn't the best. It was alright loot. Yeah, it had a few vehicles you can get out of, and it also had the zipline thing, and obviously, yeah. Lonely Lodge, I'm gonna put it in BT. But I'd probably say it's gonna go. I'm gonna put it in between Craigslist and Dirt Docks. That's where I'm thinking for Lonely Lodge. Okay, Loot Lake. This is hard. If you're talking the original version of Loot Lake, I'd put it like C tier because I mean, man, you know, because the original version of Loot Lake wasn't really good. I'd put it D tier if it was the original. If you're talking the original version, but looking at all the versions of Loot Lake, and then obviously when it upgraded to Loot Lake, that's when it was nice. It's a hard choice because of all these different versions, and not all were the best. I want to put A tier, but I mean, man, I'm obviously I didn't like all the versions of it, so it's gonna be kept down to the B tier. I put it just over Fatal Fears. Don't get me wrong, I liked the location, but I mean, I didn't like all the versions, so I'm gonna put it in the B tier. My favorite version probably was the thing with it in the middle. I still like all the versions. Like I didn't like the original version. I mean, the season 10 version was okay. And season 9 version were okay. I mean, the best one was definitely that one from season 6 to like near end of season 8. Okay. Next location, Lucky Landing. Now, where do we want to put this point of POI? Now, it was a pretty solid location for loot. Pretty solid. But I don't think it was like probably the best. It was had decent loot, and you would I'd say it had average loot, and you had a few people in there. It was far out of the way, but I'm pretty sure there was a few vehicles there when vehicles work did come to the game. Look, was alright. I'm gonna put it in BT. Probably just Barn. I think that's where I'm gonna put That's where my opinion is for Looking Landing. Okay, Mega Mall. Obviously, you know, a downgrade from Retail Row. I don't think it deserves A tier. I think for me it's going to go in. It's gonna go not C tier. Nah, not C tier. It was okay, but I mean it was hard. It was like the fighting around there wasn't the best, so I'm gonna put it in B tier. I'll probably just put it only just over Lonely Lodge, behind Craigslist, but just over Lonely Lodge. Well, again, it had decent loot. I just don't think it was the best. Either. Alright, Misty Meadows. Now, Misty Meadows, man, just such a nice location, so much good loot, and yeah. Obviously, the IO guards are around there as well, so that's that's the part that does kind of suck. But to me, I'm going to put Misty Meadows in the. This is gonna be. I want almost best drop, but I'm gonna put it top of it. I'm gonna put it top 8 here. I mean, Spunk obviously I loved something about Misty Meadows. Just love it. It's like a nice location. Actually, it's gonna be the first of the best drop. I just love Misty Meadows. Like a nice, you know. Hit some drop, get decent loot, and just move on. And sometimes people actually drop there sometimes. And sometimes I get a couple of the teams drop there. So it's not bad to land that. Alright, Moisty Mar. So obviously Moisty Mar was one of that those places that yeah, I mean, you could get like a lot of wood from the trees, and it was that pretty. I think it was like loot. I think it was like okay-ish. I'm gonna put it in the B tier. Probably put it around here. It was alright. I'm gonna put it slow below Mega Mall actually. I remember being like an okay location, but I mean, manfire, and then you're very slow in the water. So yeah. While Moisty Palms on the other hand. man, okay, this is hard. This is a hard choice. Now, I liked the location itself, but now the location was okay itself. Like the layout of it, I liked it. But prop hunt, you simply you crouch and what you could be literally like a bin or just a chair or something or even just running around. And man, I'm gonna put this in who even cared about this, because don't get me wrong, the location like itself, like the layout was nice, but prop hunt makes me have to put in who even cared about it. I never cared about that place. Don't get me wrong, nice location in itself, but if it never had the if it wasn't prop hunt in it, it'd be much higher. But prop hunt, dumb thing to have, and it's going to literally who even cared about this. Neo Tilted. This is hard. It was okay. I'm gonna put this in B tier, like just those like the behind Mega Mall. I mean, don't get me wrong, good loot, yeah, good loot, but again, downgrade from Tilted, and I'm putting him in the B tier. Paradise Palms, man, I just missed this location. Has really good loot. Lots of people go there, and this is also going part of the best drop. Man, just loved Paradise, and yeah, Pleasant Park on the other hand, just again, I loved it as well. I say one of the best drops as well. I just love going Pleasant Park. Sometimes during the season, I even go there as well. And I mean, actually, I'm gonna put Paradise and probably Pleasant over there. I'm gonna say Paradise was my favorite so far. I mean, yeah, that's what I do so far. I say like that, yeah. Yeah, Pleasant, just got okay loot, and just plus I tend to go there a lot. If you watch my streams, guys, I tend to go Pleasant a lot because quite a few people go there, you can get some kills. Yeah, so yeah. Okay. Right, Parallel Peak. Now this place, I never really liked it either. And I'm afraid it's going to go in D tier. I'm going to probably just put this over hand. There was something about, I just didn't like how high it was, because sometimes, I died to full damage. Never really liked Parallel Peak at all. Well, Pressure Plant. Okay, this is a one. I love the location. I had pretty good loot and lots of mats, and even I liked that a little air, like that thing around in the center. I mean, like it was nice. Like you could just once you kill someone, you could just go in that thing in the center and just fly off and go somewhere else and just hopefully win the game. Pressure Plant. Gonna put it in the A tier. I just put it behind a Gotham City. Yeah, it was a good place. Not enough for not quite enough for best drop, but yeah, we'll go A tier. It was a nice location. Retail Row. I'd say that, let's have a think about this. So the chapter 1 retail obviously is a nice one. Obviously like, really, really good. I'd say the chapter 2 version kind of brings it. I mean, I'm also going to put Retail Row in the best drop as well. Well, the chapter 2 one's not as good as it was, because again, it's been not season. I'm gonna so yeah, but Retail, just I always liked it. Okay, Rickety Rig. Alright, so this location, I hardly even remember it was in the game. It was like, was it chapter 2 season 3? It was, yeah, I think so, yeah. I have hardly even remembered. I hardly had any memories of this location, because it was only in the game for one season, and man, I just don't get a lot of nostalgia for it. You had the one supply crate. You had the supply crate there, which in the vault that was open. I mean, which was good for obviously, I think, for competitive. I'm gonna put it in A tier. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put this in A. I mean, actually A tier. So I mean, I'm gonna put it in between. I'm gonna put it probably bottom of A tier. Just since I probably like bottom A tier. I mean, getting it was kind of far out the way as well. Actually, yeah, it's gonna go slightly up in A tier. I'm gonna put it right here. It was a nice location. Again, I just hardly even remember. I just hardly get any, even at the same time, I hardly have any memories about it. because it was not in the game for a long period of time. It was only for one season, and then boom, gone. Okay, Risky Reels. This was in. Now, the chapter 1 was nice. I don't really get much nostalgia for that because again I wasn't really the chapter 2 version is nice as well. Well, some people want me to put in best drop. I don't think it's the best drop for me. I'm going to put this. I'd probably put it in between Dusty Liver and Ricky Rig. No, it was a nice location. It was a really nice location. Like you get a decent loot and yeah. Salty Springs. Now, you might go, no guys, I didn't always really love Salty Springs. Definitely not best drop. Definitely not A tier. But considering again, it's one of the G places, I'm gonna put in B tier. I'd put it just in between Loot Lake and Laser Links. It was alright. I always complain that I hate it. I did hate the chapter 2 version. I mean, chapter 1 was nice, so I'm gonna put it in B tier. Alright, Shifty Shafts. I actually used to hate Shifty Shafts back in chapter 1, but I also do like Shifty Shafts as well. I mean, where do I think I'll put in this one, man? I'm going to put Shifty Shafts in. I'm gonna say B. I'm gonna definitely not top. I'm gonna put it just over Megamo. It was a nice location. Definitely just wasn't the best though. Well, not the best obviously for me. I can't even see you guys. There's a lot of locations to beat here. Right, Slurpy Swamp. Now, it used to be my favourite location in the game. It still is one of my favourites. I mean, I just tend to drop other locations now as well. I am going to put this in the best drop, and I'm going to put it. I don't know where to put it. I'm going to put it just at the Actually, I think Misty Meadows is my favourite. I'm going to put Slurpy right here in the top, the hot, best drop. It's a good location, obviously, man. But I just say I like Misty Meadows more. Yep. Okay, so this one's going to best drop. Alright, Snobby Shores. Now this place, where am I going to put this? It has good loot, far out the way though. And also the only downside is like no one would ever drop there. So for that, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in the top season. I'm gonna put it probably. I wanna put it in B tier. I'm only gonna put it just over Shifty Shafts. I mean, the loot actually makes up for it. If it wasn't much loot, I always consider it to be C tier, but it's I'd say one of those average places. Starry Suburbs, this place, man, it's going in an A tier over here. I'm gonna put it just about Dusty. To Starry Suburbs, remember that place? It was like the broken houses that returned, and then it was like repaired, fixed ones. And you have the stars, we get the Legend Attack SMG, which man, remember how OP that used to be in season 10? Obviously when they took out the mechs, that's when it was, dominated by that. Yeah, I'm gonna put Starry Suburbs in the A tier. Okay, next place. The next place we're going to look at is Stevie Stacks. Okay, I want to say the same fate with like Dirty Dock, with like places like with Dirty Docks. Far out the way. Okay, loot. It's going to go with the same part with Dirty Docks, but I'm going to put it in between Dirty Docks and Frosty Flights. I'd say Dirty Docks is better because I think there's like a bit more chests, but a few more chests. Steam is alright as well. Sunny Steps. Now, man, I used to actually hated that place. I just thought it was I just didn't even care much about the place. Thought it was actually a pretty bad location. Never liked it. I want to say slightly better than Lazy Lagoon, so it's going to go in the D tier. I'm going to put it in between Haunted Hills and Polar Peak. That's where it goes for me. Sweaty Sands. Okay, man, love Sweaty. I like Sweaty. I mean, it's gonna go in the best shop as well, but I'm gonna say it only goes over Pleasant Park. Actually, I'm gonna put it. I want to put it over Paradise, but it's not as it's less. It's just not like. I'm gonna put it I'm gonna put it here in between Paradise and Pleasant. Yeah, just had lots of loot, man. It was a nice location, but I still think I prefer Misty. So I also like just the original Paradise more. Something about it, I just like it a little bit more. Okay, the agency, man. This place was a loved this place. Getting hot drop. I mean, yeah, the Midas, drum gun, vault. It was crazy, but I'm still gonna put it in. I'm gonna put in best job, but it is gonna go only just behind Slurpy Swamps. Man, that's why I'm thinking putting it. Okay, the Authority on the other hand, I think it's a downgraded version of the agency. I didn't personally like it myself, but I don't want to say it was terrible either. I'm going to actually put it in the top of the C tier. If you low beta or top tier, I mean, it was slightly downgrade, and yeah, it was just a big downgrade from the agency. I just want to put it in the C tier. Don't hate it. It was okay, but I think C tier I'm going to put it. The block, I'm going to put this in. I'm going to get out hard. I'm going to be in beta. I mean, sometimes I mean, it was a nice one. It was nice, like, type of idea they came up with from those featured people. Like, you could create your own feature thing and stuff. Yeah. Right, the Fortilla. Now, I liked this location. Not as much as the agency, in my opinion. But we had the Mythic Burst, Mythic Chug. But I liked it, but I don't think it was good as like for example, like the agency. I'm going to put it in the A tier. I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it just in between Dusty Divot and Starry Suburbs. That's where Fortilla goes for me. Okay, the Grotto. Again, same thing, just like with the Fortilla. I mean, not as good as like how the agency was again, but like we had the minigun, which was OP, and I'm gonna put it in A tier, but I'm gonna say it's not as high as the Fortilla. I'm gonna put it just behind the Fortilla. I think Fortilla is a little bit better for me, but I'll put the Grotto there. Alright, the rig. Okay, let me think. It's definitely not a terrible location in my opinion, but it's not top tier either. I'm going to put it in the B tier. The Shark. I'd argue this was an incredible location. Again, you had Scars AR, Mythic Grappler, just an amazing POI, and this is going in the best shop too. I'm going to put this though. I'm actually going to put it over Slurpy Swamps. Actually, I think that my favourite one, that was just my favourite location. Even going to put it over Misty Meadows and Slurpy Swamps. I just love that location. While the Yacht, on the other hand, didn't like it. Deadpool's cannons, yacht trash. The place trash. I'm gonna have to put this in the F. I'm gonna put it in F tier, but I'm actually gonna put it in F tier. Just didn't like it. Didn't really like it. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad at the beginning. If at the beginning I put it C tier, but I mean they technically downgrade with the Deadpool update. It's going F tier. I just never liked the yacht. Yeah, far away. And he had worse loot than places like Steamy Stacks. Yeah, that was far out the way, so not a decent loot. No. Tilted Towers, you know where this is going, lads. In the best shop. I'm going to put this I'm gonna put it just behind Sloppy Swamp. Actually I'm gonna put it yeah, right here. In between Sloppy Swamps and the agency. Tilted, you know, hot drop, just get a lot of kills. Love it. I mean obviously it's back in the game now, but Salty Towers, which don't always drop there. But I mean, yeah. Tilted, the OG Tilted, man, just amazing location, and it's going in the best shop. Tilted Town. I never liked this location. It was no building, and I just didn't like it. I'm going to put this in. I'm gonna put it in the D tier. I'm gonna put it in D tier. There was just something about it, man. I didn't ever like. It's not going to D tier. It's going D tier. Alright, Tomato Temple. This is gonna go in the D tier as well. Again, just didn't really like it too much. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put it in C tier. I take it back. It wasn't completely terrible, but I don't think it was that great. It's gonna go in C tier. Tomato Town. Man, it was so bad of a location. Literally, you hardly get any loot. And I'm gonna put it in F tier as well. I probably just put it over. I'm gonna put it, but I'm actually here. I almost want to. Now Waiting Woods. Now Waiting Woods. Let's look at this place. Now this had this is a. Okay, I never used. I mean, Waiting Woods. Wasn't really my favorite location. None was. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it in CT as well. I don't always love Waiting Woods myself. Actually, yeah, I'm going to take it back. It's going to go in BT. I'm going to put it. Probably just behind Lonely Lodge. Actually, okay, I'm going to put it just over Lonely Lodge. I mean, just behind Lonely Lodge. It was okay, but just wasn't my favourite place ever. Now, Weeping Woods. I used to actually hate the location. I don't actually hate it now. But again, I'll say the same thing with Waiting Woods. I'm going to say it's better than Waiting Woods, and I'm going to put it in the... I'm going to put it a little bit higher in the B tier. It was a good... Okay. Now, Coral Castle. Where do you think I should put it? I think I know where I'm putting this. Now, Coral Castle... I think everyone was hyped to that... Like, the place... Remember that place up to Season 3? When it first came out, everyone was, like, excited to see what it is. And, bro, it was just... I probably who even cared about this as well. Who even cares about Coral Castle? No one does. The only time I actually drop Coral Castle is for a challenge. So, yeah, because if you watch my streams, guys, you never see me drop Coral Castle. And probably the only time I'm ever gonna go, the only time I go there is just simply if I needed to do a challenge there, or if there's an XP coin there, for example. So, yeah, but yeah, Coral Castle, man, not a great little place. Yeah, I'm gonna put you in cared about this. Doom's Domain. This is definitely a downgrade from Pleasant Park. It was still a good location. I'm gonna put this in the. I'll put it in the A tier. It was good. I mean, in between the Fulton and the Grotto, it was good, but definitely just a downgrade from Pleasant Park. Stark Industries. It was crazy hot drop, man. I know that. But I still think it's going to be best drop or bottom of it. Bottom of the best drop. Like, probably bottom. It was a good location, but man, 7 players, and almost every time I go there, I die. But, yeah, still a nice location. And it's going to go, it's still a very incredible location. The best drop. Now, the Ruins. I don't know where to put this. This is obviously like the more, like, the ruined version of the Authority. I'm going to also put this in as the C tier. I'm gonna put it on a new portfolio. I thought it was I just like the sound of it cooler, but it's definitely not like a the top tier. Definitely not a top tier location. All right, now last one we've got the chapter 2 season 5 locations. Colossal Coliseum. Now I actually think it's an alright location. It's definitely not my favorite because it's not easy. It's not easy to fight around people with. I'm going to put this location in the B tier. I'm going to put it in between the rig and Snobby Shore. Actually, just put it on something. I'm going to put it down here. It was alright, but it's okay. But I'm still trying to get used to the POI bit. Now, Hunter's Haven. Now, I actually like this location as well. I'm going to put this one. I'm going to put it definitely not A tier. I'm going to put it here. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to put Hunter's Haven right here. Yeah, it's a good location. It's nice. Now, Salty Towers. So, this is definitely not as good as Tilted Towers. Because, I mean, it is definitely it's not as good as Drill Tilted. Definitely, Salty Towers. But, I mean, it's nice. Tilted and Salty Springs together. Definitely not going to go in the... It's going to go in the 18. I'm going to put it... I'm actually going to put it behind Dusty Divot. Probably going to put it just over the full turbo behind Dusty Divot. That's my opinion on on Salty Towers. It's a good place. Just I think it is going to go in the. It's going to go in 18. Stealthy Stronghold. Now this is the last place. Now I don't usually drop here. I mean it's not. It might be more of a hot drop because you've got the Predator obviously there. This is gonna go. I want to put B tier. Right here. It's gonna go. It's gonna go definitely B tier. I'm gonna put it like. I'm gonna put it I'm gonna put it like. B tier here. I'm gonna put it just over here, just slightly over Craggy Cliffs. Stealthy Stronghold, it's a nice location, but it's just again I just don't usually drop here. I usually drop. I don't always drop there. Yeah, I mean, what I mean is I don't drop that off too often. I'm gonna just put in B tier. And yeah, guys, what do you think of? And yeah, guys, that's the whole tier list. So, thank you so much, guys, for watching. So let me know, what did you think of our tier list? I did. Anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and yeah, peace.